Today I want to talk about change. More specifically, about the need to change to become more like Christ. And we should all be changing. So we allow God to draw close to us and to do a work on our heart. You see, our relationship with God should be at the very centre of our life. But the problem is that since the fall, we are sinful in our nature, and we live in a fallen, sinful world. There's a conflict then between the flesh and the spirit. An American Indian described it this way: there's two dogs that live in me. One's the old dog, he's mean and vicious and hard and sinful. Then there's the new dog who walks after Christ. He said they're constantly fighting to have control of me. Which one wins? The one I feed the most. That's which one wins. There's two natures within you, the old nature and the new nature. And they're fighting for dominance. Which one's going to win? The one you feed the most. Since we became Christians, there are two natures in us: the human nature by natural birth and the divine nature by spiritual birth. The human nature is sinful, and so the divine nature must be allowed to develop to full maturity in order that we may have the victory over sin and lead an overcoming life. And so we need to change to become more like Christ. It is our responsibility to live a life that is pleasing to God, though He will of course help us through the work of the Holy Spirit which lives in every believer. Romans 6:19 says, "But now you must make every part of your body serve God, so that you will belong completely to Him." It is about us making the right life choices. We may be saved by grace, but grace alone does not bring maturity. Grace alone does not guarantee that we live an overcoming life. We will be transformed by the power of the Holy Spirit, but only as we are obedient to the commands of God and seek to draw closer to God by living a life dominated by the Spirit rather than by the flesh. God is committed to change you, but He will only do it if you want Him to, and if you are fully committed to becoming more like Christ. The word for this is sanctification, which means to be separate, to be set apart, especially for holy use. It is to make holy. Sanctification is the will of God for every believer. It is a vital part of the process of saving us. Indeed, in Hebrews 12:14, it says, "Make every effort to live in peace with all men and to be holy." Without holiness, sanctification, no one will see the Lord. Sanctification is a priestly term. As believers, we are God's priests today, and we are to separate ourselves from the world. This has never been so important in these days where evil abounds in every area of our life. May God help you to become more like Him, and may He protect you as you seek to stand up for God and His Word in these dark days. We will conclude this next time. Thank you.